really like, isn't it? I was like, yes, mother. And my mom's cute.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Tuesday night sprints. We're talking about our moms and reading books because my mom is on her ACOMAF journey and was asking me questions, and I'm like, lady, just read. I'm not gonna stand to hear your questions.
Right. There's no like little hints I can give you. You just have to go for it.
Yeah. So let us know in the comments what you're reading. What are you reading tonight, Jen?
Yeah, well, I am switching to my audiobook for the night, but I started reading Yearning for Her by Tiffany Roberts that just came out today. And I was really excited because it's a succubus and a plus size heroine. And he's just supposed to, be going out there getting fed off of people's pleasure. And instead, they have sex and it literally knocks him out. Like, it's so good that he, like, passes out afterwards. Which I love that the dude is the one who passes out. But anyway, so I'm reading that. But then I'm just starting Sweet Mercy by K.A. Tucker. Previously, it was Nina West, obviously the same person. This is on my 12 Recs from 12 Friends, and all the books are on Anyplace. So I'm starting with those so that I can keep working on my cross stitch, which is getting fuller. Yeah. It's getting fuller. Oh, hey, Mel. We were just talking about you. Showing off my book that I can't show everybody else. I'm halfway through it. It's so good. But yeah, what's everybody else reading? What about you, girl? What are you reading? If you're gonna read anything,
I am not reading. I am watching baseball. U.S. Japan in the World Baseball Classic final championship. Yes. It is currently tied 1-1. So no reading for me.
Hello, okay, April. But what are you reading? Well, tell us what you are reading or have been reading. Like, you've been reading something.
Yes. So I started reading the second book in the Shatter Me series. I can't think of what it's called. Unravel Me. Oh, okay. I think maybe. I'm reading that whole series with Jess from Honest Fiction.
Oh, nice.
And I'm like halfway through it. And then I also am reading The Adventures of Amina Al-Sarafi by S.A. Chakraborty.
Yeah,
she wrote she was the right author with that. It's different. I don't know how I feel, but I mean, it's a fantasy. It's not a romance. So, but I'm having a good time with it. Mel really needs to read the fanfic that you can't show off.
Currently reading
Whispers of You is a good one. I enjoyed it.
Oh,
you read that, right?
I did. I haven't read the official version though, because she cut a bunch out. So I'm going to reread it before the next one comes out because I loved it, but it was long. And so I didn't give it a great rating because it was so long. And then she was like, hi, I cut 200 pages from the manuscript. And I was like, I wish I'd waited to read the arc until she did that. But it was really cool. Reading Bright Man, Right Time. Oh, yeah. That's Megan Quinn, right? I still need to read some Megan Quinn. Nice.
Always a good choice.
Yeah.
Hotel Secrets.
Yes.
Oh, I want to read that one. Shatter Me. Yes. Yes, both are very good. I am just
distressing. You're de-stressing by remaking Manic Monster. Oh, I love it. I love it.
Kiss of Iron by Claire Sager. That sounds good. Oh, I think you posted about this on your Instagram.
That I have one. I have that one. It's good books. All the good books.
Yeah, if I do If I do pick up my Kindle, I will be reading By a Thread by Lucy Score. I don't know why I really just wanted to read that last night, so I started it.
Yeah, I need to finish because I just need to reread Zephyr and Annotate Zephyr. Also, I don't know what's going on. Like, let's just talk about it for a second. I don't know what's going on with Amara Ray. No messages I've ever sent have been replied to. But for the last month, all of her books have been being reposted on her page. And I'm hoping that means it's a lead up to the 6th book being re-released. But there's been nothing in her group, nothing besides these like canned posts being posted. And I'm like, bitch, if you don't give me that last book, I'm going to stop being so patient. Like, I need it now. Like, you just left us hanging with the last book in this series. But after I reread Zephyr, I need to start House of Sky and Breath because it's time. I don't want to be done.
I need to start that one. I'm putting it off.
Yeah.
I keep putting it off. I'm like, I need to do it.
I mean, I know
that's probably my goal.
Yeah, I know I'll get through the audio in like a day or two because I did the first time I listened to it in 2 days. I'll probably get most of this finished while I listen to that. So, but I'm also like, oh my gosh. Well, I did say way back when I said, hopefully by the end of our readathon, we'll know when the next book is coming. And we will. We do. We know when the next book is coming.
Yes. I know. I'm like, months. Okay, so in December, I have to reread again. And then.
Yeah. I probably will just watch our live shows again, is what I'll do. Because I don't think I'll reread those 2 again. But we'll see. That's 10 months away. But I think I will just rewatch all of our videos leading up to it.
Well, I might finally listen to the audiobook for the first one because I've never listened to the audiobook and I have it. I just haven't listened to it. So
yeah, this will be good.
Monica, it's not on Whispersync, so and I don't want to use a credit on it. I'm cheap, so I'm not gonna do it. Mixed Signals, love that one. My birthday was great. How was your birthday?
They were great birthdays. Or my birthday was wonderful. It was very relaxing. It is on Whispersync. I just bought it today.
Well, now I gotta go look because it wasn't when I downloaded it the first time. So let's see. Reading Deadly Gossip by Brittany Nicole. Never heard of that. Hello. Well, I'm going to put us into our first sprint because bases are loaded right now and they're switching pictures. So I got to get my TV turned back on. So all right, we're going to do 40 minutes. I got my timer already set up. We're ready to go. I will see you all in 40.
Let's do it.
Welcome back.
Hello.
How'd you do?
Wow. I mean, this book's gonna be a tough row to hoe. I can't remember who recommended this one to me, but I don't know. My trust is very thin at this point.
You binged the whole series of the book that I recommended you.
Yes, I did. I mean, those weren't disgusting though. Those were cute. They were fun. This one is slimy. Like the hero's slimy. It's not good if they start out slimy to me. Like, I mean, he's just gross. He's gross. And it's not the like I'm cocky, like that's hot. He's literally like he wants her to sleep with him to keep her father safe in prison. And he just is propositioning with that. And I'm like, yuck. Like literally, that's the only thought I can have. So I'm like, I have to be attracted to him and some aspect of his personality to start with. And there's just nothing. There's nothing. So, ooh, yuck. That's just what I keep thinking. I just keep thinking yuck. And that's not a good start. It's Sweet Mercy by K.A. Tucker.
Yeah.
And I've read The Wolf Hotel. I loved the Wolf Hotel series. BT Dubs. Loved that series. But also there's 4 books in this series too. So I'm like, is he starting out this slimy so that he gets better? I assume he won't be gross the whole time.
Yeah.
And I'm sure plenty of people love it. So this is my first impressions. So I can't like hold that back and be diplomatic. Like she's literally just seen her father beat to death, who's in prison because he stopped someone from raping her. And the dude's like, oh, how can I get her to do what I want? I'll offer to protect her dad. And he's just like, if you suck my dick right now, I'll make sure your dad lives. And I'm just like, nope. I'm not here.
No.
He's not even like clever about it is kind of what it is, because I've read naughty, horrible people. Like, of course I have. One of my favorite books all time starts with I'm either gonna fuck your face or your other parts. Like, that's one of my favorite books of all time, but he's also a sociopath, so it's like it's different.
Yeah.
Where this guy's like, hey. She's crying over her dad and her titties look good. Like, that's literally
no.
I'm just really sensitive to those type of setups now that my eyes have been open to them. And so, like, literally, we have her POV where she's crying over her dad. And then he's there to visit his dad, who's a mob boss in prison. And he's like, wow, she'd look good sucking my dick as she's crying over her dad. And so I'm just like, not appropriate way to do this. Nope. Not working. But also, I think this was probably written like a few years back now. And that was a style, I guess. So.
Yeah.
As always, everyone, love the books you love. It's just a hard books to start with after you've just read Ryan Shea a couple days ago. This makes you want to throw up in your mouth. Like, it's a comparison thing.
Yeah.
Like, it just makes it difficult. So anyway, yeah, not redeemable. Yeah, and I don't know. There's 4 books. Your new love that. I would be playing with that too.
I watched baseball. The USA is losing 3-1.
Oh no. It's like a bummer too, because I was hoping to like listen to that book the rest of the night and work on this, but now I'm like probably gonna DNF this book. So
yeah. Switch to Silver or a Sky and Breath.
Right. Yeah. Well, I'll probably go back to Tiffany Roberts or The Heartbreak Prince, because I was gonna say this before. That book has like praise in it and like lots of like little care things. Like she likes candy, so every time she comes to see him, he has like some candy like waiting for her. And there was this scene. She like comes to his office and he's like, I just have to grade a few more papers, so just make yourself comfortable. Here's some candy. He's like, here's some candy. Yes, this is a student teacher, everybody. So, and so he's like, make yourself comfortable. And oh my God, she goes to sit down and he's like, I didn't say make yourself comfortable on the chair. And he just like pats his leg for her to come sit down. And just so she's just sitting there. I know. He just like, he just like pushes back, like pats his leg, and I was like, oh my God. Like, while she's eating her candy and he is grading papers, and there's lots of other cute stuff too. Like, I just love that. So when I'm reading swoony boys like that, and then some dude's like, want to save your dad, you better suck my dick. Like, he's literally a villain. He's literally a villain. I don't know. I'm sorry. I keep ranting about it. And I feel bad when those are recommendations, but also I'm sure the person sees more in it than me, and maybe they've read all 4 of the books, and then it's like, it's better, but I don't have time for that nastiness right now.
Or maybe they just wanted a Jen rant.
I mean, I know, but for 12 recs for 12 friends, I asked for like genuinely ones you love. The ones in my book rec form, I get ones where people just want my reaction. I 1000% know that I get trolled in my book rec form. Like, I absolutely do. Like, there's some in there where I know people are doing that. But for the 12 recs for 12 friends, like, I just feel like someone loves it. And I feel bad. I feel if that's someone watching who's not commenting because they're like, oh man, Jen hates it. It's never something against the person, because we all have our taste. We also all love things at different times. Because, like, the Bared to You series, the Wolf Hotel series, the 50 Shades of Grey series, like, everybody still loves those. But when you read them at a certain time, and at the certain time, they're the best series you've read. And then it's 10 years later and you've read so many great books, and you read this one and you're like, wow, I must not have just been able to put this book down because I was addicted to it. But you try to reread it and you're just like, this doesn't like hold it. And like, I don't know, like the Wolf Hotel, I really liked those ones. But he also, he's a businessman, so he's not being gross. Where this guy, he's a criminal, and it's like, let's show that he's a criminal. He's gonna like, he just should have been more clever about it. I don't know. I feel like he should have been like, let me take you on a date and I'll make sure your dad's okay. And then take her on the date and like, then make a move. Like, you didn't have to ask for that right away and make it weird. I don't know.
I've never read any Tucker books.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I really only read The Wolf Hotel because I like tried to read the Alaska series and I just never got into it.
Yeah.
But back before she was like out as Nina West, I read those ones because my friend had told me, and I liked those a lot, but I haven't tried anything else by her before these ones. So I was like, oh yeah, let's do it. And they're all on AnyPlay. So I was like, sweet, let's go. But yeah. Maybe I will just read the next Carla Sorensen, because now I'm going to read the Ward sisters. So
that's okay. I like that series.
Yeah, because I've read the first one of those. I read that first one, Focused. So it was cool. It was cool to finally read the Washington Wolves, because there's a lot of crossover between the Marriage Effect and Focused, obviously. So I'm excited to read about the other girls, because those ones were cute. They were tough to read like all in a row because she had the same third act conflict in all 3 books.
Oh yeah, all 3 of them. So I read them like one a month. I love that kind of separating them.
Yeah, they were still so cute, and the audiobooks were so well done. I read each of them in like one sitting. I just was bummed because the Marriage Effect is like so many people's favorite ones, and because I read it third, I was like, this is the same thing that happened in the first one. But that was also the time of all sports romances being the same like sets up kind of, we got to have a single dad, and we got to have a fake marriage, and we got to have this, but they are adequately readable and just so sweet. Like, all the good stuff. Anyway, Well, if you need to get to your baseball, I understand.
I do. I was just gonna say I think I'm gonna end these. We're at about an hour, so
That's totally
thank you
fine.
guys for joining. Next week, I don't know whose channel it's on, and I don't feel like looking, but it'll be on someone's channel.
Yeah, it'll pop
So
up.
yeah, someone says, "Bye."
Bye, friends.